Hi everyone, it's the 9th of July. Now, ES is testing that blue rising resistance first, second, third, and today is the fourth touch. Unless it rolls over and starts a correction, this blue resistance will break and we're going to go beyond 5,700 to backtest that green internal resistance. That was a previous support and that should be the target. And if you look at it, the blue and green, they're actually more or less parallel to each other. And I think if you look at it, actually, maybe I make a parallel line to that one. So this green resistance is coming our way, and possibly we're going to see a bit of a correction starting from there. SPX cash is also still ripping and it hasn't touched 5,600, and this one has a bit more upside, so we'll find out soon enough which one is telling the truth really. But I think more or less, I mean, obviously we are in a very, very overbought territory, so we should be getting ready for a bit of a pullback. You can see the blue, the green, they are. So I'm going to put this maybe like that and see there are these internal resistance lines. Very low probability for us to get all the way to the green top band, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to get there at 6,000. We will probably pull back and eventually, I mean, that if this green major uptrend from the lows of last October breaks, that is going to become a short call. But we are not there yet, not at all. So I'm not going to pick some tops or anything. We have more upside, in my opinion, especially as long as this red channel is still intact. Dow Jones cash had moved very nicely yesterday, touched the previous highs, then came back, and I think there is this resistance that is getting back tested. So this blue resistance was broken and back tested, and the break of that blue top band, the very top band, I think is going to look very bullish. If we get there, maybe to see one more pullback and the break to the upside. So Dow Jones had been bashed and bruised. So ES and NASDAQ, there was a decoupling, and Dow Jones may play catch up with, while ES and NASDAQ are cooling off, Dow Jones may keep on rallying. I'm still holding the long. Yesterday, I showed you this purple resistance that was broken, back tested. We also have this blue support, so that's kind of a double support area that we pulled back to yesterday. And from here, as long as that blue and purple supports are holding, there is going to be more upside for Dow Jones, hopefully over 40,000. So I'm holding the half long there. NASDAQ futures continues, had broken this golden resistance and back tested it, and we rallied further. Now, the blue top band is the obvious potential resistance. And of course, we are inside this green major uptrend from the lows of October. Is it going to get to that level? That's the big question. We don't know that yet, but there is no sign of receding or pulling back whatsoever. NASDAQ cash off the golden bottom band, it rallied higher. The obvious target is, of course, the golden top band, as long as this golden channel is still staying intact. A touch on the golden bottom band may turn into another buy signal to catapult it all the way to 22,000. That's what NASDAQ is about. It is a different animal, really. You can call it AI effect, this and that, but NASDAQ has been the champion of them all. And you can see that blue resistance was also broken and back tested. That I just saw it now. After the purple rising resistance, the blue one is also broken and back tested. That is one giant resistance. That was last year, July. Okay, these are the highs of February, March this year. And you can see it was broken, back tested, and it rallied high. I just saw this one now. This is truly amazing. how strong NASDAQ is. Russell. So we bought Russell yesterday at the backtest of the blue bull flag, that broken bull flag. And obviously this red resistance rail has to be cleared. It is terribly lagging. I don't know if we can make it. But if we do, if it really breaks, okay, then yes, there's going to be a rally towards 2,150. That's all I'm hoping for. It's a very tiny position, but if we break this red resistance, I think there's going to be more to come. I just saw this one now. So there is overhead resistance after overhead resistance after overhead resistance. So it is really stuck in this very, very squeezy range. Of course, this looks like a triangle, right? This is the high of April, lows of last October. It's kind of a triangle here. And I'm hoping that we will break it to the upside to actually clear that major blue resistance as well. I know there are too many lines here, but just bear with me. The purple bull flag is broken and backtested. The golden support is holding. The green support is there. The green, so this is a triangle. That blue resistance is from 2021. So we tried to break it, but failed back in April, March, end of March. Now, it may keep pushing, like if the red and green, they both can be broken. Yes, there's going to be a huge rally to the upside, and that could actually become a short squeeze, really, a short squeeze rally. I'm sure there are tons of shorts on Russell already. FTSE is coming closer to that blue bottom band, no test yet. And DAX, I think it's going to break that golden resistance. That's the last man standing. And there is this red potential bull flag. Obviously, we have to break it to the upside to clear that golden resistance, which is at 18,650. I think there is a good chance that we will break that one. So this is CAC. So I'm going to show you initially the long-term one, right? This blue uptrend, the golden support, are they all holding? That's a very critical one. I'm going to switch to the 1 hourly chart. Okay, this is the 1 hourly chart. Okay, forget about that blue line that was passing through here. Just forget about it. This is a little downwards channel, and we filled this gap that I mentioned in yesterday's video, 7,555. That's where the gap is filled now. The blue little channel, if it can be broken, I think we're going to rally to that green and red resistances, right? That one. And after the break, the major break, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so many touches on that purple one. Any move above 7,775, yeah? 7775, CAC is going to become a major buy signal. So just be careful. If it does that, CAC is going to become a buy. TLT is now moving again after the test on that red support. The golden bull flag was broken already. So TLT is going up, and rates are going to keep on falling. Inflation is receding. The purple resistance, you can see here, that purple resistance is being broken by the 10-year note. So I think there is going to be a big upside if this purple resistance can properly be cleared. Oil reversed at that golden resistance. This is exactly why we closed at 84. The green support, that internal support, is breaking. Okay, which means it is going to target at least 80. Yeah, at least 80, around 80, yes. I'm just a little bit more, let's say, if there is a little channel here, actually there isn't. So it's already kind of gone. Maybe there is, I'm not sure. It's hard to be very precise on the top band, okay? But I think we are breaking to the downside, that green internal support, and we're going to come down to that green bottom band together with that golden, maybe come all the way down, back test, then major rally to break that golden giant resistance. That is still possible. This is Brent oil, which is more bearish. Obviously, that blue resistance got tested, like came very close to it, only a few ticks. We can argue. I can argue that's a long-term line. So we can argue that that line has been tested. The golden channel is broken. The black support is broken, which means Brent oil is going to be getting softer. That golden supports break obviously is going to open the way for more downside, right? So just watch out for more downside. I think that blue is the real question is it going to come down to that blue support one more time? You know, when it came down after the break of that bear flag, I thought it's going to come down all the way to the blue. You may remember that I was hoping that it would come down so towards 75 and we could buy it, but it didn't. Maybe this time it's going to come down to that blue support rail, that long-term support. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so many touches on that. It may come down. Obviously, it may even break it to the downside. Hard to imagine that, but it is possible. Natural gas is also still bearish, very bearish, and you can see the red bull flag had failed, back tested twice. The purple channel's back test is going to be at 22.25, okay? Around 22.25, I'm expecting a big bounce. Gold is, you know, it had broken the blue. Yesterday, I threw at it a kind of an uptrend, potential uptrend, which didn't materialize. That didn't materialize, okay? So I may argue that even if it kind of is broken. So is gold kind of come down to, if it breaks this red support, right? If it breaks the red support, then and the level is 23.51 on spot, then of course we're going to see more downside, maybe another touch at 2300. But in my opinion, I'm also hoping that this broken sideways diagonal resistance is getting back tested, and we're going to keep on rallying towards 2450. Silver is more clearer. You can see it had penetrated back into this red broken channel, and it was out of the blue bull flag. So, we just tested that red support 3 more times. And the hope is that it's going to keep on going, make new highs, and rally towards a new high, a multi-year high at $32.50, $33. And obviously, let me show you the long-term chart. Let me remind you that golden resistance rail, if it breaks, then I think silver is going to open the way for 40, 50, 60 in the coming months, maybe all the way to next year. Because that giant blue resistance was broken, okay, and everything else doesn't really matter. And the fact that it has broken back into the red is also extremely bullish. So, yeah, that's how I see it. Platinum is just playing around. It just can't rally. I mean, the blue resistance was broken and back tested twice. It's not really, it's very lethargic and very, very choppy. Every time it breaks out. I mean, it broke out of the red, came back for a back test, broke the blue, and it's just not really, it doesn't have the power to push on. Somehow, it's very annoying. Platinum continuous chart is the same. That blue one broken, purple one is just didn't work out. Is it going to rally off this level, or is it going to stop here and rally? We don't know that yet, but it is not really very fun. Copper is inside this little red bull flag. 3 touches on the top, 2 touches on the bottom. This is a textbook bull flag, and if we break it, it's going to go to that green resistance one more time, maybe even break back in, and that anything above 480 would look really, really bullish. So because an uptrend that was broken and back tested twice, if it breaks back in, that would be, yeah, that would be a buy signal really. And that would actually target that purple top band and even break it this time. So if it does that, what I just said, that purple resistance at 510, 520, right, 515 would be broken. And I think, yeah, it's going to become unstoppable. From there, the target would be 800. Okay. I just showed Palladium on Twitter. This looks slightly positive right now because of the wedge breakout. Let's have a look at Euro now. Euro is still aiming for that red top band. Eventually, I think we're going to get there. Let me show you how we can get there. So I'm going to show you a possible uptrend, which is this one here. That green bottom band, if it does hold, this is where it started, right? Up, down, up, down, up. And so the correction may touch that green and then get to 1086. 1086. That's the red top band. Pound sterling, as I said yesterday, is looking extremely bullish, and the reason is quite clear because of the break of the green, the purple, the golden. All three resistances are now cleared, and that's why I think it looks very bullish. US dollar Japanese yen is still inside the golden, the red, and the more smaller one, the blue bull uptrend. And it is touching the green top band, which is a bull flag, so may come down and then break to the upside to target 163.25, 163 plus, which is that red top band. And from there, I would be expecting a big correction to start. DXY is inside the golden uptrend and still trying to break it to the downside. The red bull flag was failed. Aussie dollar looks good, and I'm still holding half long from 66.90, and the target is 68 plus. Maybe break that blue resistance as well. And Kiwi is testing that golden giant resistance. It's not testing it, not yet. So if it tests it, I think this time it's going to break it. And US dollar CAD, the blue support, the golden bull flag. We're going to see very soon what happens to US dollar CAD. If it breaks the blue, I think it's going to come down. Okay, now coffee making my day, making my week, making my month. It is an extremely good trade. We bought at 196. It has now broken that red resistance, making new highs, and I think it's going to get to that blue, which already was tested 3 times. So the ultimate target is 275, which is that blue top band. That's how I see it. And I would love to get there and maybe even short it if we see a reversal there. Wheat I think is going to come down to 535 first before we rally to break out of the red bull flag. And if you look at it this way, the September contract is also giving the same signal, 535, and then rally. Soybeans is getting closer to that purple bottom band one more time. And the September contract is a bit better. You can see here the blue channel is perfect. And without breaking the blue, if it comes down to the purple and then we break, that is going to become a perfect buy signal, really. If the purple bottom band gets tested and we break out of the blue. Corn is making new lows. I've been calling for sub 400 since the break of that red bear flag, which was at 440. So it come down more than 10% already. And it is probably going to test. So this is my target at 389. It's only another 3-4 handles, and it's going to touch that red bottom band. maybe even that blue together. So 388, 389, and from there, I think corn is going to show us a big bounce, maybe even a big rally. Get to the blue, maybe pull back, and then a rally to that red top band. Cocoa is above, still above that golden broken resistance. Sugar, quite clearly, is trying to decide what to do with herself. Okay, so this is the continuous chart. And this here is potential uptrend, that red one. Okay, the green resistance is broken. That is not a surprise. Okay, and that's why I think sugar is looking good. But look at this. Yesterday, it bounced off the blue, got to the red. Now this morning it came down. It is a very big decision point here now. And if it breaks the blue support and the red, then we'll see more downside. But if it bounces here and breaks out of the red, anything above $20.10, $20.20, yeah, $20.10, all right, then you just buy it. That's what a beautiful bull flag breakout is going to look like. But of course, it has to bounce off this level right now. And cotton is testing the golden bottom band, and we'll see whether it hasn't tested, but at 67, it's going to test that golden bottom band, and probably we'll see a bounce at least to that blue top band. Excuse me. So now everybody is looking at Bitcoin. Now the green support zone was broken, and we're backtesting it. The black channel is still there. It had the very bottom black band hasn't been tested so far. It's the internal support that has been tested. So maybe it will reverse at the green at some point and then come down, test the black, and then we rally to, basically beyond that red resistance. Obviously, the blue channel is a textbook bull flag. Okay, so Ethereum is showing much more positive things here, and the reason is I was surely hoping that we touched the golden bottom band first, but you can see the black resistance was holding, and the blue one was holding, but they are both breaking now. So they are both breaking to the upside, and I just saw something here. Right, this here is a bear flag. We can call it purple, and the purple bear flag is kind of breaking to the upside, which is obviously again very, very bullish. So Ethereum is forcing her way to go into the black and into the blue and out of the purple bear flag. Ideally, it comes down, touches the golden bottom band, and it rallies to that golden top band. That would be a beautiful, it would actually trigger a lot of stop losses just below this red support. Everybody would capitulate below that red support, and then the golden bottom band holds, and we rally big time. Let's go through the altcoins again very quickly. It has to break that green resistance for a major rally. ACH is try to break that green support. So far, it's still above it. The blue support was broken and back tested. It's getting back tested right now. ATA it has broken the blue support, and there is no signs of life. Audio not good because of the broken golden support. AVAX no. BMX no. BNB no. Chilis not at all. There is no signs of life for these guys. CKB is off the golden support. Maybe, just maybe, it looks a little bit better than the others. COTI has tested the green. Is it going to rally to the red? That's the big problem. And if it starts to rally, there is this overhead resistance for COTI. Dash has to break above Data, no. Dogecoin had broken that red uptrend, and the golden support is broken. The green channel is the one that can only the green channel can give back life to Dogecoin. But the fact that the red giant uptrend is broken is terrible. Okay. Polkadot, yeah. DYDX, no. Phantom is off the blue support, so Phantom may play out because this is a very large bull flag since the highs of March. So GRT, not good. Hive, not good at all. That red support is holding, but we don't know that yet. Jasmy is off the green support, and it is probably going to try to break out of the golden bull flag. CAS is the best looking chart out there. You can see it had shown massive relative strength, and it is going to break that green top and rally. Okay, that's still very much possible. Chainlink is trying that golden broken support after bouncing off the red support. Litecoin is trying to make amends of this bear flag breakdown, and if it can, then yes. Mana, green support, OM, red bull flag. It is going to break out eventually, I think. That is also one really good looking channel, isn't it? OM, amazing looking chart. PAL, again, one of the good ones. So PAL, OM, maybe Pepe, and which one was the other one? OM, PAL, yeah, CAS. So those are the ones. So Pepe, PAL. I may actually give more priority to those guys. You can see Pepe is inside the green bull flag. PYR is gold. It's blue support that is holding things at the moment. Render is off the red support. Is it going to rally or not? That's the big question. RSR, not good. Sandbox, not really the best. SGB has come to that red blue support. Green support is broke. Maybe the green support will be broken too. None of them are looking good really. And Shiba is off the green. We'll see whether it can rally. Solana trying to stay above that black support. Sui not good. Theta not good. Tia is again one of the more promising ones because the red bull flag has formed and it's still running the show. And Monero, of course, one of my favorites. 180 is going to be a buy signal for my money. Ripple, yeah, not so good really. And Tezos, it's going to get to that red top band and we'll see whether it can break. And the Zcash is slightly up. Today is 5. It's surprising. Of course, this golden support is holding. Is it going to rally and break that golden resistance? That's the big question. Ton, don't have much to add to it. I don't see any formation here. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.